A dominating hitter gets a call from his representative. The player is not content with the way he's being used.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Chicago White Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Nate Carnes is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Nate Carnes coming on to pitch right now. 3-pitch guy. Not overpowering, 92 to 94 miles an hour, but he does have that overhand, call it a knuckle curveball. So fastball, knuckle curveball, changeup. The key for Nate Carnes, having command of that knuckle curveball. If he has it, he could be really tough.
So stepping in, Mark Lloyd. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Mark Lloyd.
Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Stewart is under this one. And very quickly, one gone.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense.
At the plate, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner and nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Stepping into the box, Mark Lloyd.
Mark Lloyd.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is lined to, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. He pulls into third safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So striding forward now, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Digging in to try it again, David Escalona.
The shortstop, David
VR leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit in the air out toward left. Lloyd on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Striding into the box, DJ Stewart. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to left. Lloyd is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Up next for Chicago, Mark Lloyd. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Givens rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. The 0-1. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Ready now for the White Sox, Trey Mancini. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Mancini.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Right side. Hitchcock moving to his right, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now. They've cut the lead down to 2.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect a save.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Orioles led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Nate Carnes takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Richard Blyer hammers down the save, his 8th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base.
Tuesday night baseball from Stephen Worth will be the starter for the O's in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Lloyd.
First pitch on its way.
Pick up the ball, stand right here.
Second.
On the bag, on the bag.
Is there on to first, and there are 2 down. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has struggled to score runs the last couple games. Last 3 to 4 games to be exact. They're going to have to manufacture it in a different way. Can't wait for that 2-3 run homer. They're going to have to get guys on base, put the defense on their heels a little bit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mark Lloyd. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double. So he's quickly into scoring position now with a 2-out double here in the third. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. He's set. The 3-0 offering, and this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Stepping up to the plate, Colby Rasmus. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes. Digging in and looking for more, Mark Lloyd. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track. Now, Juan Castillo. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Juan Castillo.
Working for the punch out and the offering. This is in the air to left. Moving under it, Lloyd. And that's the 3rd out. Now in the box, Mark Lloyd.
Left fielder, Mark Lloyd.
First delivery to him on the way. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Mullins racing back into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 26 for him on the season as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
And this is big right here. It's one thing to be winning late in the game, but going up by 2 runs makes a huge difference. Now their bullpen doesn't have to be perfect. Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrell. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless 9th inning to pick up the save. Business as usual from one of the best in the game.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Carlos Rodon earns win number 4 on the season. Stephen Worth is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Craig Kimbrell closes the door for the save, his 13th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight, First for the victorious White Sox. 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base.
Afternoon baseball from one of the best ballparks around, Oriole Park in Baltimore. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Dylan Bundy starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Owings.
Go hard, you're scoring, go hard.
And that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Juan Castillo. He's driven in 3 runs on 3 hits so far in the series.
Castillo
Pops this one up. Sanchez into shallow left. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light.
Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field, and that is 27 for him on the year as the White Sox move ahead 2-1.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Stepping in, David Escalona. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
David.
2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 Baltimore errors thus far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Lloyd. And that retires the side. Stepping into the box, Mark Lloyd. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
The designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box now, Colby Rasmus. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently.
All right, hold on, right here.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Up next for the White Sox,
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yohan Moncada. His past history with Dylan Bundy, 2 hits in 7 tries. Softly on the line to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Pick up just. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Mark Lloyd. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. So he's aboard with his 2nd hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mark Lloyd. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms.
Halfway,
I wouldn't be
halfway.
surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Hitchcock takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
8-2 is how this one ends today. The Chicago Friday night baseball from the Twin Cities. Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Jake Odorizzi gets the starting nod for the Twins. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this.
At the plate, Mark Lloyd, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Mark Lloyd.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. Scope is there.
Dig.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Settling in now, Mark Lloyd. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Lloyd.
Odorizzi gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Kepler's there for it. 2 gone.
Play ball. 4-4. Take your base.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. It was a walk in his last trip.
Rosario.
Ready with the 0-1. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. 1 run scores. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Play ball.
Stepping in, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini.
Designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Digging in once again, Colby Rasmus. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. His previous meetings with Randall Delgado, he's gone 3 for 6.
Chisenhall.
So 1-1. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a looper to left. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. So coming to the plate, Eddie Rosario. And their runners at the corners now.
Rosario.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that's off the left field wall. Gonzalez rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score as they push the lead to 5 now. Ready for another shot now. Mark Lloyd. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kepler's there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
Victorious Twins, 8 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 14.
Coverage now of Saturday Night Baseball as we welcome you to Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight it's the 3rd of this 4-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Gabriel Moya will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Into the box now, Mark Lloyd, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Lloyd.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, I think they have to be looking for more out of Colby Rasmus. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom
Leading
half of the first.
The center
On its
fielder,
way, the 0-1
Byron
pitch.
Buxton.
In the air now, out to left. Moving under it, Lloyd. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Jonathan Scope can keep up the hot bat. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Striding in, Mark Lloyd. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Mark Lloyd.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 28 on the season, as the White Sox have opened things up a little bit further. It's now 4-0.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now. And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the spokes to stop it.
So striding in, Mark Lloyd. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Slapped hard the opposite way. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Now batting, Trey Mancini comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Trey Mancini.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Striding in once again,
Now
Colby Rasmus.
The right fielder, Colby Rasmus.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada.
Third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Pulled toward right center field. Heading after it is Rickard. He makes the catch. What a play on the... To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Lloyd. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Rosario, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini.
The center fielder, Coltrane.
7 runs on 12 hits and no errors so far for the White Sox. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Stepping up now, Yohan Moncada. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-2. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead. It's 8-0.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got...
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Jorge Polanco, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Jonathan Scope.
The 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lloyd has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 9 and the Twins nothing.
Hi Ninja, emoji person raising hand.
At the plate, Mark Lloyd. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
Lloyd.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. But they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. That'll bring in Williams Astudillo, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lloyd has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The White Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Andrew Suarez notches his 3rd win of the year. Gabriel Moya couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
That's funny.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox, 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left.
Afternoon baseball now on the show from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on the show starts now.
Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Moving under it, Lloyd. And that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. Still no score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark Lloyd. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And that's a home run into the top tank. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 29 home runs for him on the year. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And the next to bat will be the big third baseman, Miguel Sano. Buxton, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Lloyd is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll... Ready now, Mark Lloyd. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
First pitch on its way. Runners on the move for second. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Gone all the way into the upper deck. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game. And it's given the White Sox a 3-2 lead.
He might have thought he was going to fool him with a first pitch bender, but he was wrong. He was sitting on that curve and absolutely hammered it way out of here.
Mark Lloyd will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kepler's on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. White Sox leave 1. They're up 3-2. Digging in, Mark Lloyd. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. First offering on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colby Rasmus. Mano a mano with Blake Parker. He's 0 for 8. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. And 2. Here it is. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. White Sox strand a couple, but they still lead it 3-2.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Palehose took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Carlos Rodon earns his 5th winner of the year. Craig Kimbrell wraps it up for the save, his 14th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious White Sox, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 outs.
A player receives advice about the refining of his game. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
We've got baseball for you from Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. This evening, we've got a matchup from the AL Central Division between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next.
Let's play ball. Ow!
So next to the plate for the Royals, Eli Bernstein. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ball game back on Sunday. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Lloyd is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. He comes in leading the American League in stolen bases, so that's getting on base and making things happen, and that's using his wheels. And everyone knows when he gets on, he's going.
Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 31 for him on the season. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Lloyd. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Very rarely, Matt, you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at-bat.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini.
The designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
I'm set with the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Mondesi picks it up. There's Merrifield. And an offline throw, but he puts the tag on for out number 3. White Sox pick up just the 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. White Sox on top, 3-0. Digging in, Jorge Soler. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Jorge Soler.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lloyd is there and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Royals strand a pair. They trail it here 3-0. Standing in, Mark Lloyd. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 2nd home run of the game, and it's now 6-3.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
In is Jorge Soler. It
Now
was a
back.
flyout for him in his last trip.
Jorge Soler.
Here now the 2-2. This is in the air out to left field. Lloyd has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Mark Lloyd.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And it's gone as they add still another. Shot to right center. His third home run of the ball game, and they take a 7-5 lead.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
So digging in now, Eli Bernstein. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, the pitching coach takes a stroll out to the mound. And with a pitcher this young, you just want to let him know that he's out there for a reason and to trust what got...
Standing in, Mark Lloyd. He, of course, has launched 3 balls over the fence in this one and possibly looking for number 4 here.
Talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at-bat, he hit his 3rd home run of the game. You know, walking up to the plate right now, he's thinking about hitting number 4.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well. And a mistake here as he's back.
Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrell. He comes out of the bullpen and fires the scoreless 9th inning to pick up the save. Business as usual from one of the best in the game.
9-6 the final tally in this one. The White Sox used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Fernando Romero earns win number 7 on the season. Chase Whitley permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Craig Kimbrell records the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox, 9 runs, 16 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base.
Time for baseball now on a Wednesday night in the windy city of Chicago. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. White Sox baseball is next. Corbin Burns will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mark Lloyd. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
Boy, talking about having...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 34 home runs now on the year. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Now to the plate, Mark Lloyd.
And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Pulled toward right center field. Hamilton is under it. 1 out. Mark Lloyd will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a check swing and a foul ball. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd.
Number 29.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Hamilton is there, and they go down in a hurry here as this side. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Chicago took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Corbin Burns with his 4th win this season.
2 runs, 6 hits, no errors.
And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the White Sox, the left fielder.
Line towards center field.
Lloyd.
And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Our final line. He was one of a few guys.
It's time for baseball on a Friday night on the south side of Chicago. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago White Sox. The Palehose have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Carlos Rodon will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball.
That hit him. He's got first.
Digging in now, Mark Lloyd comes in today, leading the American League in batting for the season.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
And that'll get over the wall, so forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only one away.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets two bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, one guy to watch is Cole Calhoun. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yohan Moncada. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sanchez at third, Lloyd at second with 2 gone. This one's down to third. Devers has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. White Sox strand a couple. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back on the south side, second inning coming up, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can't expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Striding in for Boston, Starlin Castro. He reached on a single in his first try. And he popped him up. Sanchez ranging into the outfield. He can't get there as it falls in.
Yeah, the pitching coach takes a stroll out to the mound, and with a pitcher this young, you just want to let him know that he's out there.
Here's Echeverria now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Ready for another chance? Mark Lloyd.
He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 35 now on the season. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Boy, when the leading MVP candidate steps into the box, I'm not sure it's wise to challenge him, especially with a pitch like this. But they do, and he makes the...
Next up for the Red Sox, Adeiny Echeverria, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. The 1-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone.
Wow, not every call is going to go your...
Ready to take his hacks again, Mark Lloyd, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Popped him up. Devers on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making... Ready once again, J.D. Martinez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Martinez.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Lloyd is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track. Digging in, Starlin Castro. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Starlin
Betts is off at first with 2 away. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Lloyd is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. Irvin Powell is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 30, Irvin.
So stepping in, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
18-3 tonight. Boston jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
40,615.
Afternoon baseball on the south side of Chicago in Guaranteed Rate Field. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago White Sox. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Fernando Romero will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA.
Left field and deep. Lloyd going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say.
At the plate, Mark Lloyd. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we show you the White Sox leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the team in that department.
The designated hitter.
Next will be the designated Trey Mancini. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's set. Here's the 3-2.
On the bag, on the bag.
Smoke comes up with it. A step on the bag for 1. Throw to the plate. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Lloyd is right there as he puts this one away. The side is retired. 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. So striding forward now, Mark Lloyd. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
First of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this.
Leading off the inning, Mark Lloyd, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, in head-to-head action against Tyler Lyons. He's 2 for 4. He also has 1 home run. Hit in the air to left field. Lloyd has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple, but they're on top by a... So here's is the Boston cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. 0-1 pitch on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Lloyd has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. Digging in to try it again. Mark Lloyd. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Bradley at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
6-1 the final tally today. Boston came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Nate Eovaldi earns win number 7 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Tuesday night baseball from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the first of 2 in this interleague matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Corbin Burns, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into.
Out. 3. He's out. 3. Out. 3. Ball 4. Take it. 3.
Stepping into the box, Mark Lloyd. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. And a base hit as the White Sox pick up their first knock of the ball game. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Lloyd aboard here at first with nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Calderon will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team They're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as the White Sox move ahead 2-1.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad ball in the rearview mirror.
Striding into the box, Mark Lloyd. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double. So he's into second on the two-base hit here to lead off the home fourth. And as we show you the White Sox leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the team in that department. Striding forward now is the DH, Trey Mancini. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here now the 2-2. Grounded to third. Bryant's got it, and that's the first out. Up next for Chicago, Colby Rasmus. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Ready now for the White Sox, Yohan Moncada, and their runners at the corners now. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Popped up, Baez, moving to his left, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth.
The center fielder, Cole Calhoun.
He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. White Sox stepping up to the plate, Mark Lloyd. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Descalso fields it cleanly, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. In now, Mark Lloyd. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the run is Almora.
Go, 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 go!
He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 5 and the Cubs 4. Here's Javier Baez. Past meetings with Kelvin Herrera. He has 7 hits in 26 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Belted high in the air out to left. Lloyd ranging back at the track. The wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two runs on the board after the home run by Javi Baez. Number 10 for him on the year as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Every run helps late in the game. And with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
The next Cub up, Tyler O'Neill. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
O'Neill.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year, as this is now a 5-run cushion. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Lloyd is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
This one ends with a 10-5 score.
Hits. No errors. They left 19 runners on base.
Time for baseball now on the show. Andrew Suarez is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lloyd will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ball game. Stepping in, Mark Lloyd. He comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit to right. But a foul ball. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
You know, Matty V, it's not easy to do. Even though this is a mini 2-game set, to win 2 games on the road, D-Row, a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, you walk in here, you take the plane flight in saying if we could work a split 1-1, we'd feel good about getting on the plane and getting out of here. But all bets are off once you win the first one. You want to complete the sweep.
Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. Here's
the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Cubs have made this a 3-2 ball game.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way, and there are some pitchers that pitchers think are.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1 pitch. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Here's Darvish on 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. O'Neill waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. swing, and he pops him up. Sanchez shading to his right, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. Last half of the fifth coming up. The White Sox lead it 4-3. Now in the box, Mark Lloyd.
The left fielder, Mark Lloyd.
First offering on its way. Line toward the alley and left centered. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them home. And now confusion here with two men on the same base. One's got to go, and they're going to get an out here.
As the pitching coach heads out.
Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd.
The left fielder, number 29, Mark Lloyd.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Almora in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Play ball. Three. He's out. That hit him. He's got first. Out. Full force. Take the base. Out. He's out.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a four-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do.
Well done.
6-3.